Sicily is not just an island, it's a world unto itself. Floating in the heart of the Mediterranean Sea, it has always been a bridge between worlds, a place where continents and cultures meet. When you step onto its shores, you don't just feel the warm Italian sun, you feel the weight of centuries, the whispers of ancient empires, and the incredible energy of a place that has seen it all. This isn't simply a region of Italy, it's a land with its own soul, its own rhythm, and its own story. A story that is written in its food, its architecture, and the faces of its people. It's a place that gets under your skin and stays with you long after you've left. The first thing you notice is how different it feels from the mainland. The air is thicker with the scent of citrus groves and the sea. The colors seem brighter, the flavors bolder. This is a land of extremes, scorched earth and lush valleys, chaotic cities and silent ancient ruins. For centuries, Sicily was a prize fought over by Greeks, Romans, Arabs, Normans, and Spaniards. Each one left an indelible mark, creating a cultural mosaic that is utterly unique. You can see it in a church that looks like a mosque, taste it in a pasta dish seasoned with saffron and raisins, and hear it in the complex dialects spoken in the streets. My journey here was a quest for understanding. I wanted to see beyond the postcards and discover the real Sicily. What I found was a place of profound beauty and deep contradictions. It's a land where hospitality is a sacred duty, where a stranger is welcomed with a generosity that is both humbling and heartwarming. The people here are fiercely proud of their heritage. They are Sicilians first, Italians second. This pride is not arrogance, it's a deep-seated love for their island, a resilience forged over millennia of conquest and struggle. They understand the art of living, of savoring the moment, whether it's a shared meal or a conversation in a sun-drenched piazza. Exploring Sicily is like peeling back the layers of a complex, delicious onion. Each town, each valley, each coastline reveals another piece of the puzzle. You can spend a morning wandering through a bustling Arab-style market in Palermo, and the afternoon standing in awe before a magnificent Greek temple in Agrigento. You can climb the smoking slopes of a live volcano and then cool off in the crystal-clear waters of the Ionian Sea. This is the magic of the island. It offers 1,000 different journeys in one. It challenges you, surprises you, and ultimately, it captures your heart completely. To understand Sicily, you must first understand its history. This isn't a history confined to dusty books, it's alive, breathing, and etched into the very stones of the island. For thousands of years, this strategic piece of land was the center of the known world. It was a magnet for conquerors and a melting pot for civilizations. The Greeks arrived first, establishing powerful city-states and building some of the most spectacular temples outside of Greece itself. They brought philosophy, democracy, and a deep appreciation for art and architecture, laying a foundation that still defines the island's character. Walking through these ancient sites, you can almost hear the echoes of Plato and Archimedes. After the Greeks came the Romans, who turned Sicily into the breadbasket of their empire. They built villas, amphitheaters, and aqueducts, leaving their own practical and powerful stamp on the landscape. But it was the arrival of the Arabs from North Africa that truly transformed the island's culture. They introduced new crops like lemons, oranges, and sugarcane. They brought sophisticated irrigation techniques, architectural styles, and scientific knowledge. Their influence is still felt everywhere, from the intricate mosaics of Palermo to the sweet, exotic flavors that infuse Sicilian cuisine. This period was a golden age of tolerance and intellectual exchange. Then came the Normans, fair-haired warriors from the north who conquered the island but were in turn conquered by its culture. Instead of erasing the past, they blended it. They created a unique architectural style, Arab Norman, that is one of the world's great artistic treasures. Imagine grand cathedrals decorated with Byzantine gold mosaics and Islamic geometric patterns, all under one roof. This fusion is the essence of Sicily, a place that absorbs influences without losing its own identity. The Normans created a kingdom that was a beacon of cosmopolitanism in a divided medieval world, a place where different faiths and cultures coexisted and thrived. This constant flow of people, Spaniards, Austrians, Bourbons, continued for centuries, each adding another layer to the island's complex identity. This history is not just a backdrop, it is the main character in the story of Sicily. It explains the resilience and adaptability of its people. It explains the incredible diversity of its art, its language, and its traditions. When you travel through Sicily, you are not just a tourist, you are a time traveler. You are walking through a living museum where every street corner, every church, and every ancient stone tells a story of conquest, coexistence, and extraordinary creativity. Palermo is not a city you simply visit, it's a city you experience with all your senses. It is chaotic, crumbling, and breathtakingly beautiful all at once. The first impression can be overwhelming. The roar of scooters, the calls of street vendors in the Palermo market, the sheer density of life packed into its ancient streets. It's a city that feels intensely alive. But beneath this vibrant chaos lies a treasure trove of history. Here, the Arab-Norman legacy is at its most glorious. The Palatine Chapel, nestled within the Palazzo dei Normanni, is a place that leaves you speechless. Its walls are covered in shimmering gold mosaics that tell biblical stories with dazzling artistry, a testament to the incredible fusion of cultures that defined the Norman kingdom. The city is a feast for the eyes and the stomach. Wandering through its markets is an essential experience. The sights, sounds, and smells are intoxicating. Stalls overflow with glistening fish, mountains of sun-ripened vegetables, and local cheeses. This is where you find the heart of Palermo's street food culture. You must try the panelle, chickpea fritters stuffed into a soft bun, or the legendary arancine, golden globes of fried rice with savory fillings. It's food that is honest, delicious, and deeply connected to the city's history. Eating on the streets of Palermo is a communion with its past, a taste of the diverse influences that have shaped its palate over centuries. Venturing west from Palermo, the landscape begins to change. The coastline near Siaca reveals a quieter, more traditional side of Sicily. This is a fishing town where life still revolves around the sea. Watching the fishing boats return to the harbor in the late afternoon, their crews mending nets and selling their catch directly on the docks, is like stepping back in time. The air smells of salt and diesel, a scent that speaks of hard work and a deep connection to the Mediterranean. It's a place to slow down, to eat the freshest seafood you've ever tasted, and to appreciate the simple, enduring rhythms of coastal life. Further inland lies the Valle del Belice, a region that tells a more somber story. This area was devastated by a powerful earthquake in 1968, which destroyed several towns. In the ruins of Ghibellina Vecchia, the artist Alberto Burri created a powerful land art memorial called the Cretto di Burri. He encased the rubble of the old town in vast slabs of white concrete, preserving the layout of the streets and buildings. Walking through its silent, stark white corridors is a profoundly moving experience. It is a ghostly labyrinth, a monument to loss and memory, and a powerful reminder of the fragility and resilience of life in this beautiful and sometimes harsh land. Catania is a city forged by fire and faith. It sits in the shadow of Mount Etna, which is actually Europe's most active volcano, and its destiny has always been intertwined with the gentle giant that looms above it. The city has been destroyed and rebuilt so many times, often using the very lava rock that once threatened it. This gives Catania a unique and dramatic appearance. The buildings, the streets, the grand piazzas, they're all constructed from dark volcanic stone, giving the city a Baroque elegance that is both somber and striking. It's a city that has learned to live with danger, a place that really embodies resilience in its very architecture. The heart of Catania beats strongest during the festival of Sant'Agata, its patron saint. I was lucky enough to be there for this incredible event. For 3 days in early February, the city transforms into this massive, moving spectacle of devotion. Millions of people pour into the streets, dressed in traditional white robes, to follow the silver reliquary of the saint as it's carried through the city. The air is thick with the smoke of enormous candles, the sound of fireworks, and the passionate shouts of "Tutti devoti tutti, si cittadini, viva Sant'Agata." It's honestly an overwhelming, visceral experience, a raw and powerful display of collective faith that's unlike anything I have ever witnessed. No trip to this part of Sicily is complete without ascending Mount Etna itself. The journey upward takes you through a changing landscape, from fertile groves of citrus and pistachios at the base to a stark, lunar-like environment near the summit. Standing on the edge of a smoking crater, feeling the heat radiate from the ground beneath your feet, is a humbling experience. You are literally standing on a living, breathing mountain, a force of nature that has shaped this entire region. The views from the top are breathtaking, stretching across the island and out to the Ionian Sea. It's a powerful reminder of the Earth's raw power and untamed beauty. Just down the coast from Catania is Acireale, another jewel of Sicilian Baroque architecture. Perched on a lava terrace overlooking the sea, it's a town of elegant churches and beautiful public gardens. Like Catania, it was rebuilt after the devastating earthquake of 1693, and its architects created a harmonious and theatrical townscape. It's quieter than its larger neighbor, offering a more relaxed atmosphere to appreciate the intricate details of its buildings. Acireale, with its dramatic location and artistic heritage, perfectly complements the raw energy of Catania and Etna, showcasing the incredible diversity of experiences this corner of Sicily has to offer. Walking into Ortigia, the ancient island heart of Syracuse, is like stepping onto a stage where history is the main actor. This was once one of the most powerful cities in the ancient Greek world, a rival to Athens itself. Today, its narrow, labyrinthine alleys open onto the breathtaking Piazza del Duomo, a space that perfectly encapsulates Sicily's layered past. The magnificent cathedral is a marvel of transformation. Its walls are, quite literally, the columns of the ancient Greek temple of Athena, which was built in the 5th century BC. You can still see them, powerful and Doric, incorporated into the structure of a Baroque church. It's a stunning physical representation of Sicily's ability to absorb and repurpose its history. The city is a place for wandering. Every corner reveals something new, a hidden courtyard, a glimpse of the sparkling sea, a charming trattoria serving fresh seafood. I remember one afternoon the sky suddenly turned a dark, dramatic gray. A storm rolled in from the sea with incredible speed. I took shelter under the arches of a palazzo as rain lashed the ancient stones of the piazza. It wasn't frightening, it was theatrical. The rain washed the limestone buildings, making them gleam, and the sound of thunder echoed through the empty square. It felt as if the city's ancient dramatic soul was putting on a show just for me, a raw and beautiful moment of connection. Beyond Ortigia lies the Neapolis Archaeological Park, home to some of Sicily's most impressive Greek and Roman ruins. The Greek theater is a masterpiece of ancient engineering, carved directly out of the rocky hillside. You can sit on the stone tiers where audiences once watched the plays of Aeschylus and imagine the power of those ancient performances. Nearby is the Ear of Dionysius, a massive man-made grotto with incredible acoustics. Legend says the tyrant Dionysius I used it as a prison, its shape allowing him to eavesdrop on the whispers of his captives. Standing inside, your voice amplified, you feel the weight of myths and legends that still cling to this place. Syracuse's connection to the sea is eternal. The Fonte Aretusa, a freshwater spring just feet from the salty sea, is a place of myth where the nymph Arethusa was said to have fled. It's a beautiful, tranquil spot where papyrus plants, a rarity in Europe, grow wild. The waterfront is lined with boats, and the local market is a vibrant display of the sea's bounty. In Syracuse, the past is not a distant memory, it is a constant living presence. It's in the stones, the water, and the air, a timeless city that continues to enchant all who walk its historic streets. In 1693, a catastrophic earthquake shook southeastern Sicily to its core, leveling entire towns. From this immense tragedy rose one of the world's most beautiful and cohesive architectural movements, the Sicilian Baroque. The towns of the Val di Noto were rebuilt in a style that was exuberant, theatrical, and full of emotion. Driving through this region is like moving through an open-air museum of art and architecture. The undisputed queen of this area is Noto. Walking down its main street, the Corso Vittorio Emanuele, is an unforgettable experience. The buildings, constructed from a soft, honey-colored local stone, seem to glow in the late afternoon sun, earning it the name, the Stone Garden. The architects of Noto designed the town with a sense of drama and perspective. Palaces with ornate, curving iron balconies, held up by fantastical carvings of cherubs, lions, and griffins, line the streets. The churches, with their magnificent convex facades and soaring bell towers, are designed to impress and inspire awe. The Noto Cathedral, standing majestically at the top of a grand staircase, is the centerpiece of this architectural masterpiece. The entire town feels like a perfectly designed stage set, a celebration of resilience and creativity in the face of disaster. It's a place that shows how beauty can emerge from ruin. Just a short drive away are the sister cities of Ragusa and Modica, each with its own unique character. Ragusa is split into two parts, a modern upper town and the ancient enchanting Ragusa Ibla below. To get to Ibla, you descend a long series of steps, and with each one, the modern world seems to fall away. You find yourself in a maze of tangled lanes, charming squares, and Baroque churches clinging to the hillside. Modica is equally stunning, famous not only for its dramatic architecture built into the sides of a deep gorge, but also for its ancient tradition of chocolate making, a legacy of Spanish rule, which uses a cold press technique that gives the chocolate a unique granular texture. These Baroque towns are more than just architectural wonders, they are living communities. People still live in the shadow of these magnificent churches, their daily lives unfolding on a stage built centuries ago. The pace of life is slower here, more deliberate. There is a deep sense of place and a pride in the unique heritage of the region. Visiting the Val di Noto is not just about admiring beautiful buildings, it's about experiencing a unique chapter in Sicilian history, a story of devastation and spectacular rebirth that is written in stone across the rolling hills of the southeast. On the southern coast of Sicily lies a place that feels closer to myth than reality, the Valley of the Temples in Agrigento. This is not a valley at all, but a majestic ridge overlooking the sea, crowned with some of the best preserved Greek temples in the world. Walking among these colossal structures is a humbling journey back in time. The Temple of Concordia, standing almost perfectly intact for nearly 2,500 years, is a breathtaking sight. Its elegant Doric columns rise against the blue Sicilian sky, a powerful symbol of the wealth and ambition of the ancient city of Agrigento. It is a place of profound peace and monumental beauty. As the sun begins to set, the temples are bathed in a warm golden light, and their ancient stones seem to come alive. You understand why the Greeks chose this spot. It is a landscape fit for the gods. You can wander from the ruins of the Temple of Heracles, the oldest in the valley, to the fallen giants of the Temple of Olympian Zeus, which was once one of the largest Doric temples ever built. The sheer scale of the site is staggering. It's a testament to a civilization that sought to create beauty and order on an epic scale, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire awe millennia later. Not far from the temples, the coastline offers a different kind of natural wonder, the Scala dei Turci, or Stairs of the Turks. This is a dazzling white cliff made of marl, a soft limestone that has been eroded by wind and sea into a series of smooth natural steps. The brilliant white of the rock contrasts dramatically with the turquoise blue of the sea below. It's a geological masterpiece, a natural sculpture that looks like something from another planet. Climbing its gentle slopes and looking out at the endless sea is a surreal and beautiful experience, a perfect counterpoint to the man-made wonders of the nearby temples. My journey through Sicily was a revelation. It is an island that defies easy definition. It is a land of sunlight and shadow, of ancient myths and vibrant modern life. It is a place where the hospitality of the people is as warm and generous as the sun itself. From the fiery energy of Catania to the silent majesty of Agrigento's temples, Sicily offers a journey that engages all your senses and touches your soul. It is a place that asks you to slow down, to look closer, and to listen to the stories whispered by its ancient stones. To travel to Sicily is to discover a world you never knew existed, and to leave a small piece of your heart behind.